What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Smash JT. Good friend of the channel, Retro Rick, just had his channel hacked by crypto scammers. And this is like plaguing YouTube right now with this one crypto scammer that seems to be taking over very large channels with a very simple trick. It happened to GameXplain. It also happened to Linus Tech Tips, Ircha Gaming a few years ago, Miss Bubbles recently. There's just been so many YouTube channels affected by this nonsense. And I wanted to cover this to, one, bring attention to it and get Retro Rick his channel back, and two, to let you guys know how to avoid this from happening to you, whether you have a YouTube channel or not. It's something that these crypto scammers do to take hold of your Google account, and you need to be prepared by any means necessary. Retro Rick is one of my favorite retro-themed gaming channels out there. He owns this massive game store in Arkansas that is honestly a bucket list thing for me. I really do want to go to this. This is a guy who I've known since basically I started YouTube. I met him last year at Game On Expo in Phoenix, and he is genuinely not just down to earth and normal, but an all-around good dude. He's the kind of guy that I'm like, I just wish everyone could be like him. He's awesome. I don't have enough good things to say about Retro Rick, which I guess is part of why I really wanted to make this video. Rick was one of the channels back when, those of you who have followed me for a very long time would know I used to do live streams, doing channel help sessions and critiquing videos from people, trying to give some insights and help them with entertainment value, because sometimes people had what it takes on YouTube, but they were just missing the energy necessary to get through to the audience listening on the other end. Another one of the people that came to that was Jake Randall. These people have grown tremendously, surpassing even my channel's numbers, which I couldn't be happier for them. And Retro Rick is one of the people that came to that, and I chatted with him about that in person last year at Game On Expo, and he was so thankful to me. And he's like, I'll never forget the advice you gave me, how helpful you were, how kind you were, and I'll take that with me forever, and I owe you so much. And I'm like, wow, like what an impact that I made on this guy, that I was just kind of like going through these videos and giving honest insights, and it was so meaningful to so many people, and that really stuck with me. It made me feel like I was doing something really good for the community, and I'm so happy for him. But regardless of that, I want to talk about how his channel could have possibly gotten hacked. I reached out to him earlier today. He hasn't gotten back to me yet. I'd imagine that he is a little bit busy with everything that's going on. He posted this video this morning on Retro Rick's Game Point, talking about the situation, and while he doesn't go into details on how his channel got hacked, it's the same crypto scammer hackers that did it to GameXplain like a week and a half ago, so I'd imagine it was a very similar story.
So it all began, like so many things, with an email. This one specifically offering a sponsorship for an upcoming game from a big video game company. Now, we get sponsorship offers all the time, many of which are ones we don't even bother with replying to at all, but we'll often follow up just to find out more details about it, negotiate the price and all of that, and that's what I did in this case as well. So after some brief correspondence over a day or two, they eventually followed up with an email containing an attachment, a PDF, that had more of an outline of the overall plan, as well as more details on the contract. Within the PDF was an active link to a supposed second PDF containing the contract offer itself, the thing I would actually sign. This is where I really screwed up. I completely, without thinking, downloaded that link, tried opening it up, and sure enough, it wasn't a PDF. In fact, it didn't seem to do anything at all. And that immediately set off alarm bells. I'm like, what have I just done? Especially because I realized as I was opening it, that icon did not look like a typical PDF icon. It actually ended up being a screensaver wrapper for an executable, allowing them to steal my online token session that I mentioned before. So from this one mistake, they had immediate access to my online session, again including my Google and YouTube accounts.
So as GameXplain said there, this crypto scammer basically uses I'm an advertiser and I want to advertise on your channel, and they look legitimate. They pretend to be a larger advertising firm or company, and they send you a PDF to review the terms of service, which is fairly typical when dealing with an advertiser. But the tricky part about this is they use a link within the PDF that skirts around Google's search and check and make sure it's not a dangerous link, and downloads a file. That file, if you click on it, creates an executable that sends all the information from your login session to this scammer. And they're able to not just get into your Google account, but they have all your passwords for everything you've accessed recently, been able to bypass two-factor authentication, bypass any security protocols you have in place. It's actually quite genius how it works. The problem comes in is if you're just really quick, you're going through stuff and you just want to find out what's going on. I get it. It's one of those you just got to be really alert to. This is something you need heightened security in your own world for, to avoid it happening to you. Oftentimes, YouTubers are in a rush. They get a lot of advertiser emails. They blow through them all. And if one of them looks legit enough and from a big enough company, they might click on it and check out what it is. Download the PDF, which on the surface isn't harmful. But then clicking on links within the PDF, downloading a file, and then executing it is how they get access to everything. So I guess it's just a buyer beware. Don't do this kind of thing. But at the same time, I also want to draw attention to this. This is Retro Rick's livelihood. YouTube has not just helped him get his game store, but also provide money for his family. It's a very important part of his life. YouTube is central to his business, and it's been extremely successful up to this point. But if you just cut it off and stop it altogether, it can ruin someone's life. So we need to do everything we can to get this channel back on track. Tag YouTube on Twitter. Let them know that Retro Rick needs his channel back. Retweet the Retro Rick's tweet. Tell them that you care about this channel. Do everything you can to help out and get attention on this situation. I am hopeful that he is able to get his channel back. But every day that goes by is 1, more concerning, and 2, more lost income along the way, and 3, more lost subscribers. People don't know that his channel banner's been changed, his name's been changed, everything about it's been changed, and they see that they have this crypto scammer live streaming all the time in their sub feed. They unsubscribe from it because it's not Retro Rick anymore. They've changed his name.
What was it called?
Is it MicroStrategies?
MicroStrategies, the YouTube channel that I made 5 years ago, literally March this month has been 5 years since I've had that YouTube channel, was taken over by this weird Bitcoin somebody, and they have been live. They've been live the entire time.
So don't unsubscribe from him if you see it there, and make sure you resubscribe as soon as you see him back online. And I'm very hopeful that YouTube is able to bring him back, just like they did with GameXplain and Ircha Gaming and Miss Bubbles and so many others in the past. But I've also heard of situations where they didn't help and they weren't able to get him back. And holy crap, I really hope that isn't the case. But that's the situation right now with Retro Rick's channel. I just wanted to do everything I could to bring as much attention to this as possible. I consider Retro Rick not just a good friend, but a very good person on the YouTube platform. Someone that has a place and presents very impactful, powerful, informational, and fun videos in the retro world of gaming. And I, for one, want this guy back as soon as possible. I'm going to leave it there, but again, go to Retro Rick's Twitter. I will link it in the description below. The tweet that I need you guys to heart, retweet, tag Team YouTube, and get them to fix this as soon as possible. Just a quick update from the future here. While I was editing this video ready to publish it, I see that the crypto scammer has been completely removed, and now the update is Retro Rick's channel has been terminated for violating YouTube's community guidelines. I'm hopeful that this is just a typical step in the process of YouTube working on getting his channel back. But yikes, I really hope that's not meaning it's actually terminated. Rick, I hope this works out for you. I know you're going to get through this, and I genuinely feel for you, man. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, you stay smashing.
Smash, J, Smash, J, GameXplain.